Okay, today we are replacing a Goodman 95% furnace draft inducer. We'll show you how to do it. First, you want to disconnect your hoses. You'll have to disconnect one going to this pressure switch just to get it out of your way. Next, make sure you've turned off the electric to the unit. Then you'll disconnect the wires, and then just start to unscrew the bolts. There's just a couple of bolts holding it, and quite simple. And finally, we will disconnect the rubber elbow and loosen that, and then there should be one or two more screws that we'll get. Draft inducer will come right off. A very simple repair. So I'll get these off of here. Sometimes the screws can kind of stick, but once you get them out, should come right off. Just lift up and pull out, and then you have to disconnect the ground. Leave that for last, just because it's a hard spot to get to with a nut runner. But that's it. Then you'll inspect the foam. This is foam. You'll inspect this foam gasket. Let's see if that needs to be replaced or not, but looks like it's in good shape, and this is what the back side looks like, but that's how you take that off. I'll pause and get the other one ready, and we'll put the other one on. Okay, so we have the new one. This is what the new one looks like, almost identical. They made minor changes. So you put it in kind of the same way you took it out. Just kind of slip it into the rubber boot first. It's going to be the most difficult part. Once you got it in there, kind of line up the old holes. Now it comes with new bolts, and we'll want to use those because the distance is different from between the new one and the old one. And so we will line this up to the old hole and screw that on. You want to make sure you line everything up before you tighten all the bolts down, just because excuse me, I gotta get a few of these bolts out. Otherwise you'll get your alignment off. Just because one's going in doesn't mean that they're all going to go in exactly the same way, but once you get your bolts in, make sure it's completely lined up correctly, and I'll take a second to screw them in, and we'll come right back and show you the rest. Okay, so we got it on. We're going to be checking the back for making sure that we're not getting any air movement. We've got a nice tight seal on the back, and that our gaskets are compressed properly. If you feel any type of air sucking in towards the back, then you have to remove it and reinstall it. We moved our elbow down just a little bit to correct the problem that Goodman told us about. and then we're testing it. We've let it run for a little while to make sure that we're not having any type of issues with condensation. We're not going to have any issues with draft being pulled through the heat exchanger like it's supposed to. And once you've tested it, then that's pretty much it. It's a pretty simple replacement on this particular model. Some of them are much more difficult, but this one is quite easy. As always, like and subscribe, and if you have any comments or questions, feel free to ask, and I'll be happy to help. Thank you.